Good afternoon. Welcome. Before we start, I just want to take a minute to acknowledge the shooting that occurred this morning at Timberview High School in Arlington, Texas. It is a developing situation. Details are still coming out. As we understand from police reports, it appears there are 4 injuries. At present, it appears there are no fatalities. That obviously could change. And it's being reported that the incident began as an altercation between 2 students. All of those details are preliminary, and as more facts are discovered, we will learn what occurred there. But right now, I know all of us are lifting up in prayer the students and the teachers, what occurred, the first responders and the parents. And there have been far too many of these at far too many schools, and so we are grateful for the courage and the heroism of the first responders, and we are hopeful that all of the students or individuals who may have been injured will come through and survive. We're here today because of the Biden border crisis that continues to rage on the southern border. This is a crisis that on the merits should dominate the news each and every day because it continues to get worse. The Washington Times reported on Sunday that catch and release numbers increased more than 430,000% this August compared to last August. 430,000%. That's a percentage so big you almost think it's a typo. The Biden Department of Homeland Security is preparing for up to 400,000 illegal immigrants to cross the border this month. We are seeing tens of thousands of Haitian immigrants. I was in Del Rio just a couple of weeks ago at the Del Rio Bridge. The day I was there were 10,503 illegal immigrants under that bridge, overwhelming DHS's capacity to deal with them. Just over a week ago, I met with the foreign minister of Panama. She described how this year the country of Panama sits on the juncture between South America and North America. This year they have seen over 80,000 Haitians who had been living in South America crossing into Panama illegally on their way to the United States. And the cause of all of this is simple. It is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris who refuse to enforce the law. Those are decisions they made literally the first day in office. 3 decisions drove this crisis: immediately halting construction of the border wall, that happened on day 1, reinstituting the failed policy of catch and release, that also happened on day 1, and most indefensibly ending the incredibly successful Remain in Mexico international agreement. Remain in Mexico last year produced the lowest rate of illegal immigration in 45 years. This year, because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris refused to enforce the law, have continued to be utterly lawless, we are seeing the highest rate of illegal immigration in 21 years. This is a human catastrophe and disaster. Texas is paying the price. The last couple of weeks, I did roundtables with farmers and ranchers in South Texas who described the chaos of finding dead bodies on their ranch land day after day after day, who described moms in South Texas who described that they wouldn't let their teenage children go outside unless they carried a loaded firearm because there's so many human traffickers and narcotics traffickers crossing across their properties. This is a humanitarian crisis. It's a public health crisis. It's a national security crisis. And right now, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris refuse to do a damn thing about it. Joe Biden won't even go to the southern border. And Kamala Harris refuses to go to the Rio Grande Valley, the epicenter of this tragedy. This tragedy needs to end. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris need to follow the law. Next, recognize Senator Cornyn.